Hey everyone, there's a group of people that have occupied Ted Willer's lobby of his condo. There's some word that cops are staging to come in. I don't know if it's confirmed or not. This door was propped open and the security guard had removed the signs that were propping open the door. So that's a sign they might be getting ready to do something. It looks like a resident's maybe arguing with them a little bit. Most residents seem to be either in somewhat support or just spectators, and there's a couple that have been upset. The road is full of people that are having a little concert, hip hop show, rock show right now. So I've only been here about 45 minutes, and when I got here, the doors propped open. Now security's letting people in and out. No one really knows whether Ted's actually here or not. If I were to assume, I would say he's probably not. I know he has multiple residences. Yeah, we're hearing that Ted's out having fun. We were just talking about wondering if there's a emergency exit that the cops could come in, or whether they'd have to come into the front door. Eli Richie's here leaning against the front door. You can come say hi to Olivia yourself if you want. We're fully aware of all the death threats and sexual threats that have been made against Olivia. Are you a part of that? From the reports I've heard is that 2/3 of the protesters are teachers. I've also heard that none of them have jobs, so I don't know which is true. Yes, of course you're a douche. I mean, they are locked together. Whether they had cuffs or I forgot what they're called. The things that they're using. It takes tools to get into. The last time this happened in Portland, I believe, was at the ICE building during the occupation. After several days of the driveway being occupied at the ICE building. The time before that was also in the driveway, but it was just an action that happened in an afternoon, which they put hoods over people's heads to cut off the. There's a name for those things. I can't think what they're called. They're saying that the security is big mad right now. How does it get confirmed?
I saw he was posting earlier. He posted like half an hour ago on Facebook and stuff. And I was like, oh, it's got the little blue icon in the corner. I think that could be the location. But then I can't figure out how to open it up. Because usually, like, when you post it, that blows the location. So it's like, I don't think it's in there.
Yeah, how would put money on this?
Especially if you use it for.
If anybody wants to look into who Con Brown 31 is, I'm sure he would love some extra attention. Hey, how's it going? I was just talking about the last time this happened in Portland was at the ICE building.
Oh, shit, I remember that. Oh,
Live stream with you there now.
Okay. Yeah, I think we need to get some numbers here at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
There's word that the cops are prepping right now. I just don't know if it's confirmed or not. And it would make sense because they had the door propped and the security guard just unpropped it. They have to have like an emergency exit here though, so. Yeah, there actually was a couple of residents that came out and said that they hate that Ted Willer lives here. This was before I got here. Windermere, I believe, is the building. Or across from Canopy, which is a restaurant. I believe it's in between 9th and 10th. On Gleason. (937) Southwest Gleason. No, it's got to be Northwest. Oh, if people haven't seen, there was 2 Trump-appointed judges that overturned the restraining order that doesn't allow for police to brutalize media or press and legal observers. So the judges temporarily overturned it to allow for police to arrest and beat legal observers and the press. It's pretty authoritarian. Oh, yes, thank you. I did read it was about federal agents. What's 9/11? I think I remember hearing about that, but I forgot. Oh, it was in 2001, 2 decades ago. Okay. I was actually just listening to a podcast where the INS, the Immigration Naturalization, I forgot what it stands for. The INS, which was the immigration agency before DHS was put in place. After 9/11, because DHS wasn't implemented or developed until a while after 9/11, the INS actually approved like a green card or some kind of visa for two of the attackers after the actual attack. Also, a couple of the Saudis came from Germany. Most of the attackers in 9/11 were Saudis, and guess who we have the best relationship with in the Middle East outside of Israel? Saudi Arabia. If you listen to the podcast, it's called Behind the Bastards. There is an episode on Border Patrol. It's a two-part. And I have a job. Soros hired me. He plays pretty good too. Because I don't have to pay taxes on it. It comes to a little bit over minimum wage. Guarantee I've been to more countries than you have. If you go to antifa.com, you can fill out an application to get hired also. I know they've been here probably like in, yeah, 2 hours sounds right. I was gonna say at least an hour and a half. Not fascism, that's good. I think that's the only solid thing amongst anti-fascists is being opposed to fascism. Fascism doesn't really have a solid definition, but in general, the consistencies are going to be ultra nationalists that believe in a natural hierarchy where there's some type of people that are above others and look at others as a threat. Usually it's racial, but sometimes based off of nationality or religion. And is usually led by some authoritarian dictator. Might is Right is a good book to read if you're a fascist. So white nationalists and Nazis are fascists.
Yeah, I guess.
Example of what? Of fascism in the U.S., outside of the U.S., specific policies. What are you asking? Bolsonaro, Erdogan, and I forgot his name. He's the Prime Minister of India. Are probably the closest things to fascists currently. Trump falling real close behind. This is Portland. This is the mayor of Portland. His residence, his condo. It's a lobby that's being occupied. You're good. The opposition to police isn't necessarily equating police with fascists. It's authoritarianism, a police state where police have this ability and authority to take people's lives and rights away based off of, a lot of times, off of nothing. There's been, since I've been here, there's been like one neighbor that was getting in a debate with the group in here. Police really do have close to absolute power. They can say whatever they want, and people have to comply. And if they don't, force can be used. So even people on the right that believe that this is a free country and believe in the Second Amendment rights being uninfringed, there are a lot of people that if you're carrying, there really isn't such thing as like your ability to carry without threat by the police. Because all they have to do is say that they feel threatened, and you see this happen all the time. Where somebody's legally carrying, it's not a threat. One example here was Jason Washington was carrying and he helped break up a fight. up by Dakota State University. He was a veteran that was breaking up a fight between his friend and someone else, and his gun flew out on the ground, and he picked it up, and the cop shot him, killed him. Peaceful honey. A group of activists are occupying Ted Wheeler's lobby of his condo.